I'd like to say a few words about Mike on behalf of my son, Dante, who was his oldest grandson. Dante only got to know Mike after he had already been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, but they managed to form a very special bond between the two of them. I feel like I knew Mike all my life. Such a generous man, easygoing, a glass half full kind of guy. But he had a fierce temper, too, if you pushed him too far, just like my son. I remember one time, he got in a little scrape with the law. Had to spend the night in lockup. Dante spent the whole evening in there with his grandfather, and I just figured he was being a nice guy, being kind, looking after his grandfather. But no, Dante told me it was a privilege to him to spend that night with his grandfather, just to be able to talk and spend that time together. Because that was the thing about Mike. No time that you've ever spent with him was wasted. And our lives are all so much richer for having known him.
I'm here on behalf of my daughter, Avery. She was Mike's second youngest grandchild. And boy, Avery adored her grandfather. And it really was a mutual admiration society. While Mike was able, he played tea party with Avery. He pushed her on the swings. He helped her blow bubbles. He told her marvelous stories about when he was a boy. And he talked to her about horses, and she really liked that. When Mike moved to Turning Woods, Avery looked forward to her visits with him, and she was never frightened. And even as Mike became less able to focus and communicate, he always had a big smile for her. Mike was truly a bright light in Avery's life. And I know she will never forget him.